Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the R15 drop-in quad rail in this case. So it's a UTG Pro product, quite nice boxing, and we see already some information. We have the website, and we see that it is a quad rail system with a continuous top rail. That is important for the carbine length gas system for the R15. We have there some more size information and how it is mounted. On that side we have some more information. It's made, designed and made in USA. I like that a lot. So for once it's not a made in China product, but made in USA. Absolute great. It is the quad rail, the screws, the tool needed, Allen wrench, and some of old style guard or covers, you know. So as we open it up, I did of course already open it up before. That is the old handguard that is on a regular carbine. It's the thicker version. It's not the slimline version that was used in the past. So that is what you replace. And by the way, I think they also make one in mid-length length that is a bit longer than this. So if you are interested in that, that would work too. Then we have those rubber covers, the old style. I don't like those that much anymore. I prefer the leather style. That is a bit more slimline, but they come with it already. They simply go over the quad rail section so that you don't have the cheese grater part in your hand as you hold the rifle. Then of course we have a bag with actually 6 screws and 1 Allen wrench. You need to put on a Loctite. There is no Loctite on it, so we get 2 extra screws. We need 4 to tighten it down, so you have 2 extra screws. And of course it comes with a manual. We're gonna have that on the video as well. You can always stop the video to see that. So basically you start with the bigger section, the top section first. It's a bit a tiny manual, but it's well shown and printed there. So you remove the old one, of course, either with the tool or by hand. Put on the top section, the bigger section, and then the smaller, the bottom section, and screw the whole thing together. Now I did that already because I wanted to see how well the fit is, and the fit on my example is relatively tight and no play, so because that should not give you that much of a play. As I take the screw out here, we can take the 2-part design apart. So like it is here, we see made in USA, UTG Pro. We see that extended section here and here. That goes towards the receiver, so the receiver would be on the left side, the barrel, the point, the muzzle end will be on the right side, and we see that we have it here flat on that part, and the extension is here. So that goes towards your receiver, really easy. It's a 2-part design that simply goes in. So the bigger part you mount first, and then follows the lower part. Now we see here already a bit of the aluminium color, and maybe in front a bit too. That is simply from mounting it and taking it off again. So as it comes brand new in the box, it's all really well and nicely anodized, no problem at all. So that is just from mounting. And we see here 2 screws in the front, 2 in the back. Again, no Loctite is with it, so I would suggest that you, as you screw it down, use Loctite, and so that the item is really well secured. The rail gonna be continuously on top because of that feature. Some drop-in part like this are basically cut off here, so you have a bit of gap. This is the more advanced, more luxury version, I would say, to have the rail all the way in the back. And again, of course, it's a 4 rail, so we have 2 on each, one here, top and the bottom, nothing special at all. And you can use whatever you want. Every rail is marked, and what you don't use, you can simply cover up with one of those covers. The covers are relatively tight. You quite likely need to slide them in all the way. That way you may even need to hammer it a bit with a plastic hammer. Again, I don't like those that much. I use the rubberish leather style. It's more compact, but we see how that goes. So all in all, build quality, CNC machining, tolerances, anodizing, really well. I did have way worse products made in USA. This one is absolute nice made. It did not rattle on that test M4 where I mounted it, and the carbine length did work out really well. It did not need any material removed. It was just a bit of tight fit. So maybe if you mount it, put a bit oil or grease on it if you want, if you have a problem mounting it. But really great, at least on that example where I tested it out. So all in all, money well spent, and it gives you way more possibility than a regular round polymer forend. Now, why would somebody like to have a quad rail? We have 2024 pretty soon. We are in the fall of 23, and everybody that uses R15s should quite likely go with a 16-inch barrel mid-length gas system, and like 15-inch long free float handguard. That is basically the complete opposite of what this one is. We have here just a carbine length gas system, in USA civilian style, usually a 16-inch barrel, not a 14.5 like the military version. And of course it's not free floated. It has the pinned gas block front side assembly, so it's a bit, yeah, old style or older style, you may ask. Why would anybody go with that? Well, if you have no R15 or just one R15, I would for sure suggest going with the more modern style, with the mid-length gas system for softer recoil, and with a full-length free floated handguard, as modern as possible. Who knows how the situation gonna be, and we may cannot replace existing rifle that easy. I would sure go with the most modern version and always upgrade. But on the other hand, the US military, the standard rifle that is still in use, quite likely by the millions worldwide, is the M4A1, which exactly has a quad rail like this. So back in the day they had that style here, and then it got upgraded to that style here. It's of course not a UTG model, they use a different brand and all that, and if you want you can get that too and overpay a lot of money for basically having the same results. That is up to you. So it would not be a clone correct build in that regards, because it's not the same brand, but for me it's basically as a trainer, as a training rifle, to have a pretty close setup like the US military use, and that is something everybody that has a couple R15 should have as well, so that you have not only the more modern longer 15-inch free float hand guard, so you can reach out really far with your arm and hold on to, but also exactly the firearm style that the US military use, with that shorter forearm, with that quad rail, a bit more thick, a bit more bulky, shorter, as I said, so you can do the training with that style of firearm as well, because we never know how the situation gonna go, and we may end up with an M4A1, and the style, the manipulation is pretty much the same, but the handguard is way shorter, so it's for sure good to have a bit training on that, maybe even in combination with a regular A2 style grip that is completely outdated by now, but that is still what is on the rifle. So we should do the training with that style of a rifle as well, to have more skill set, more easier to switch from one gun to the other. As prepared citizens we should do that. So that's the main reason why I do that. I got me a relative inexpensive upper, and I upgraded to the M4A1 style. The lower gonna be altered in a similar fashion, and then I can do the proper training with a rifle that feels correct in the hand. So that's the reason why I do this, and why I did select this made in USA UTG Pro drop-in rail. So that much about this product.